Hello everyone, it's Marilyn here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that all of you are good and safe. It is the layout, the tutorial that I have for you, this Christmas page that I made with the November limited edition kit by my creative scrapbook. Look the papers that I'm going to use. I have this beautiful photo and this two paper that is the same. I'm going to use both sides of the paper, but my base paper is this part here with the Santa that goes perfect with this photo. I'm going to use this piece of the ivory paper and this pink cardstock to make like a Christmas ball. But first, let me start to prime the paper. I'm just apply clear gesso with the spatula. Once I cover all the paper, I'm going to let it dry. I'm using this circular chipboard to trace it on the ivory paper from the same collection. It is like a 5.5 inch circle, and I was planning to use the lid of this jar to trace two circles, but I found in my stuff this balloon circle. I have two of them, so I'm going to trace these two circles on the pink cardstock. I'm going to cut two of the pink, and now I'm going to cut all the circles with my scissor. I have two pinks and the big one in the ivory. Then I'm using the heavy gesso, and with the spatula I apply a thin coat over the area that I'm going to work here on the base paper, because as you see this paper is a little busy. It has a lot of design, and I want to neutralize the background a little, just to highlight all the work that I'm going to put over the paper. Then here is when I'm going to add textures, and I'm using this time the distress texture paste. The crackle paste is this one with the stencil kit. I just love this stencil. It has very lovely words, and is it like in handwritten, so it gives this lovely effect on the background. And I put through the stencil the crackle paste just to experiment and to see how it would looks, all these words with crackles on the background. And I'm going to add a little more of this texture here in this corner. Once I apply all this texture, all the paste, I'm going to take this glitter. This is very tiny and fine glitter in tornasol, and I'm just put them over all the paste, the white paste. Now I'm going to use my heat tool to dry all this texture. And you can see here how lovely the effect, all this shining, sparkling on the background. The only thing you see is that when you work with glitter, you have glitter everywhere. And I don't like that because my desk is a mess. And I also have glitter in the distress oxide pad, so you can imagine. Well, now I'm taking all the circles and I'm inking all the edges with the vintage photo distress oxide. And here's when I'm going to take the balloon circle and adhere it over the pink one. I did the same with both uh, pink circles. I put over as you see, a little of the adhesive in the border, and I am attaching now the balloon. Now I take this silver glitter cardstock, and I'm cutting two strips of 1/4. And then I am cutting now three pieces of 1 inch by 2 inches to make the metal caps of the ornament. Here is when I am making the arrangement of the balls. My idea is like the balls are hanging from the top of the page. So I'm trying to see how I'm going to place every ball here. Now I take one of the strips and adhere it in the first ball that I attach to the base paper. This one is direct on the paper that I adhered. The second one, that is this one that I'm going to do now, I will add like a piece of cardboard on the back. Here I just take one of the 1 by 2 glitter pieces, and I just trace the semicircle, the shape of the circle, and I'm going to attach this piece now in the bottom of the ball, just to give the effect that is the metal cap of the ornament. And you can see here. I'm going to do now the same with the second one, the large one, and I'm going to attach the strip direct on the back of the ball here. And then, because this ball has already a piece of cardboard on the back, uh, it will pop up from the other ball. And in this one, I want to add the photo. I will do the same with all the balls and attach all them to the base paper. I'm adding a piece of cheesecloth, then a piece of lace here to embellish all these, the photo, and I will add the flowers from the kit, the chipboards, the ephemera, and some of the chipboards too. I'm also using some pine needles that I cut from a die from my stuff, and I will let you with music during this process. Come back soon. These are the mechanical chipboards that comes in the kit from Prima. And I am taking this metallic silver paint and giving a coat to all of these chippies. Once I add 2 coats of paint to the chipboards, I'm going to add a little of liquid adhesive in some of the areas. I am not covering all the chipboard with adhesive. Just I want to let some areas in paint. Here is when I add the silver glitter that is from Blue Fern, and I am now checking the excess, and these are the pieces that I'm going to add. Here I add in this corner a piece of the cheesecloth behind the pine needles, and I put a small of the flowers. Now I will add the chipboards here and there. Okay, you can see here I adhere everything. I put the lace in this corner too. I add here the chipboard between the two flowers, and I have my title that I think that I'm going to adhere here on the top of the big ball. I'm also going to adhere the rest of the strips. I add in a little of the hot glue just to secure this, and you know that the liquid adhesive takes time to dry. I'm adhering the rest of the strips here, and I'm going to cut over the excess here. It is ready. And now I decided that as you see the photo that it has this brown shadow, I will bring that on the background. So I take the Distress Oxide ink. As I don't know if you can see here the pad of the ink is completely with all the glitters. So I press the pad over the mat, and I am taking the ink direct from the mat and apply around the balls. I just love this shadow effect that it brings on the background of the page, and at the same time it brings like a little of depth and dimensions to the page. It highlights more the layers that I did with the balls when you apply this vintage photo on the back. I am adhering some pearls here, and I'm also going to adhere some art stone with gel medium. Now I'm going to add some of the stars, the chip of the chipboards in gold. Look how lovely the touch that it brings on the background, very close to the vintage photo ink. Now I cover the photo and I'm giving white paint splatters over all the surface here. I know that the background is light, but in person you can see all these textures that the white paint splatters brings. Now I'm using this Boboni confetti. It is in silver. It is like a, how I can explain, it's like a, as you see, it's like a gel medium with these silver confettis. And I'm going to put some of this on the background with the spatula. I just spread this on the bowl like it's butter and put it on the background. And it looks weird now, but once it's dry, it will dry completely clear, and you don't see the gel on the background. I'm trying to make a balance with all these, and you can see here how lovely this confetti brings. I also add these two pieces with the glitter. I just tear a piece of the silver and put one in one side and in the bottom. You can see here, I'm trying to show you in a stop motion so you can see what I did. And the idea of this is to make a balance between the hangers, uh, and this corner here. And I think it looks more cohesive, the page now, with these two touches of silver in the right side. Now I add a piece of the chipboard here, the Merry Christmas word, and I decided after I see this to smooth a little more all the Santas and the flowers around the around of the arrangement. And I just take this sea sponge that has all these textures, and I am carefully sponging white gesso on around all these my work. I don't want to cover the confetti silver, so I am very carefully. I am carefully doing this. I'm just trying to smooth a little the flower and some of the Santas, just to highlight more my work, the ornaments and all the things that I add. And you can see from here how it looks. As you see, I'm just smooth all this area, but not cover, as you see, the Santas. And here I'm going to show you, you can see how it looks. I just love this page. Look all the details, and no matter that the base is busy, you can see the work that I create. Well, my friend, I hope that you enjoy this video tutorial. If you like it, please bring me a thumbs up. Here are some photos, and remember that in the description box down below are the link to the kids and my social media. And I'm going to let you right now two more videos that maybe you are interested. And I come back soon with a new video tutorial. Nos vemos. Bye bye.